Hello! Hello there, it's Meav and I am so happy to be here. I hope this is working okay. This is my first time doing it, so bear with me. Let me know if we are working. Let me see, who can see? Hello? Hello everybody? Hello! Hooray! Oh, sorry about the delay everybody. I haven't ever done this before. So it is so nice to be here with you doing our Facebook Live. And hello from the Philippines. Oh my goodness, you're from all over the place. It's so wonderful to see you. Hello. Look, it is such a pleasure to be here with you. And oh my goodness, these are coming too quickly for me to be able to follow them. So I'm going to have a look at some of the questions that came in a little bit earlier. Somebody asked me about, a few people asked actually, how different is it being a performer and being the Celtic Woman director? I love both jobs. I really loved singing with Celtic Woman, but it's amazing to be in this position now because I get to pick some songs that I think would really suit the group, not just suit my voice, but suit the overall sound of the group. So it's really a pleasure for me. And I still do sing occasionally with the girls, and I often layer up the vocals. I think Susan was explaining I record all their vocal lines before they go into studio to make it easier for them all to learn the music. So that's how we do it. So I love both of those jobs. Hello from Canada. Hi, Tom. Hello from Houston, Texas. Oh my goodness. It's so lovely that you all got in touch. So let me see. What else can I tell you about? Will there be another Celtic Woman competition? Maybe someday. We really enjoyed the last time, and Annabelle was such a gorgeous winner, and all the winners in the UK were beautiful too, so you never know. Ruth asked me who would I like to duet with as a male singer, and that's really hard to pick because I have so many singers I really admire. One singer I loved is Jeff Buckley, who sadly is not with us anymore, but there's a traditional Irish singer called Iarla O'Linnor. I love his singing. So, but I love singing with lots of different singers and blending with their voices. Hello from Brazil, hello from Arkansas, hello from Egypt. Oh my goodness, hello to you all. I wish I could greet you all in person. Hello from Germany, guten Abend. Any chance of coming to Mexico? I would love to. I have not toured South America with Celtic Woman, but I did go to Brazil. I sang there doing more classical material and I loved it. Oh, you're my favorite singer. Oh, thank you, Mark. That's so nice. Let me see. Oh, somebody asked me what's my favorite warm-up exercise. So I like to start with humming, just little small hums, and then gradually building up the notes and getting higher and faster. And then I like to do a few bounces on the balls of my feet just to get the energy flowing. So hopefully that helps. What was your favorite song to sing? Rachel is asking. So hard to choose. I always love Danny Boy. I love singing it as a solo, and I love singing it with the harmonies with the other performers. It's a really special song. Good morning from California. Of course, I forget it's not evening everywhere else. Greetings from Pittsburgh. Hi there, Mimi. Hello from the Philippines. It's so lovely to have you all here. Somebody asked me what was the nicest thing a fan ever said to me. And that's so hard as well because I love to hear all your stories. One thing that I loved hearing was from Marie France, who's I hope with us today, who's been a long-term fan, and she said, "Your songs are my friends." And I thought that was a lovely, really beautiful sentiment, that a song could be a friend to you at hard times, as we're having at the moment. So that really made me feel good. And anyone who finds the music calming or soothing, and it has a personal connection to them, I love that. My proudest moment, well, I loved standing on stage with the singers, but I suppose one very proud moment was the first time I heard Celtic Woman singing a song that I had written. That was definitely a proud moment. A few people have asked me about songwriting in the show, and songs that have been done recently in the show that I wrote are Ballroom of Romance, which I did with Gavin, and Follow Me, which I'm delighted to see is in the show still. And it was really exciting to take an old Irish story and add it to, to the mix, give it a contemporary spin. Hello from Canada. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Deirdre. Oh, thank you. You love Danny Boy too. Sometimes the sad songs make you feel good, even though they make you feel sad. Let me see. Amit asked me about a very specific question. Jesu joy of man's desiring, is the top line me or Chloe at the end? So the very end is me, but Chloe also sings the same high notes, but just she sings them a little bit earlier. So the two voices kind of cross over each other. Which I love. It's kind of like Monteverdi, early classical music, having the overlapping voices. And it's something I like to do sometimes in the vocal arrangements for the current lineup of Celtic Woman, our fantastic singers. Oh, Walter, you have so many CDs and DVDs. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, it's like being bathed in hugs. Thanks, everybody. What is your favourite dress you ever wore? Christopher said. Well, I love all the costumes. I really loved the first costume I ever had. It made me feel, it was almost like wearing armour, you know, the corsetry. It was like getting ready for a battle. But you felt strong, you felt powerful, and you felt feminine as well. So that's quite a lot to expect from a costume. But that's the way the costumes make me feel. I can see a harp in the background. Yes, well spotted. That is my dad's harp that he found and restored. And yes, I do play. A little bit rusty, but I normally play the smaller Irish harp, but that's an Erard classical harp. But it's a beautiful piece, and I love having it in the house. Hello from Anchorage. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Demi. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with all of these. Hi, Chrissy. Oh, well done. You sing Danny Boy as well. Let me see who else has asked me things. Somebody asked me a very profound question. What did I have for breakfast? Okay, so I had homemade granola and I had coffee. Lots of people enjoy tea in the mornings, but I prefer my coffee, I have to say. Although I do love a Barry's tea on the tour bus. Somebody asked me, Mac Gowan asked, I would like to know why some singing passages send a good feeling into the body and soul. I love this. Well, I think it's a kind of magic. It's obviously sound waves, but I think there's something really special about singing. The act of singing makes you step outside yourself. And sometimes I love when I'm singing with another singer and you're maybe in close harmony, maybe a third apart, and you actually get this buzzing sound, like you're so in sync that your whole body reverberates. So I don't know, it's magic. It's musical voodoo. Why does your Irish music make me sad? Theodore wants to know. Well, sometimes that's a good thing. There's a traditional Irish violinist called Martin Hayes, and he talks about the lonesome touch, which is that really special haunting sound that comes with traditional music. And I think that's a good thing, even though it might make you sad. Oh, we saw you in Texas, Robin. That's great. Elaine, when did you start singing? I've been singing all my life. My dad was a composer, just as a hobby, and I always sang with him. He'd play the piano and I'd make up songs with him, and he loved classical music, so we did some classical music at home. And then we did Irish music in school, and it's always been part of my life. How did you get inspired to write Ballroom of Romance? Well, there's actually an Irish movie called Ballroom of Romance, which is quite a sad movie, a bittersweet movie about a little dance hall and how lonely people could be in the countryside if they stayed to tend their farms and never got away. And I always loved the movie, and that inspired me a bit. And I loved the Ceilidh type songs we do in the show. So we've always had a Ceilidh type of number ever since A New Journey. And they're great fun for the performers because you get to dance around and just relax a bit, maybe wear more free-flowing costumes. And I wanted to do a sort of contemporary version of one of those type of numbers so everyone could have a bit of fun on stage. How long have you been performing with Celtic Woman? Mary asks. Well, I was an original performer. I was one of the founder members with Chloe, who's now back with us. And then I stepped away from the show for a couple of years when my children were small. And then I was invited back for the 10th anniversary, which is 5 years ago now. and then I started working as their vocal director, and I've been doing that ever since, and it's been fantastic. Hello from Trinidad. Wow, I'd love to see Trinidad someday. Can you guys do a virtual concert? Ooh, I don't know. That would be exciting. There are so many musicians singing from their sitting rooms at the moment, aren't there? It's like a little precious gift, so you never know. Oh, Celia, it was lovely to meet you too back in February. You're a lovely singer yourself. Let me see. Oh, it helps me to get through this epidemic. Oh, well, that is fantastic to hear. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you in Seattle. Yeah, we're really happy to be able to reschedule as much as possible the concerts that were supposed to happen this year. And we had so much fun in the little bit of time we had when the tour just started. I really loved being out in Florida. Somebody did ask me, do I go on tour with the girls? And I usually just go at the beginning, and yes, I do watch. I slip out of the side door and come out to the front of house area to watch the show just before it starts. So, and then I normally slip back in again at the interval and back out again. So you might spot me sometimes coming out a side door. And we normally watch from near the back of the auditorium. Hello from Boston. Hello from St. Albans. Wow, it's so lovely to feel connected to you all. Kisses from Argentina. Oh, thank you. Hello from Wisconsin. So happy Chloe is back. Me too. Chloe has been so fantastic in the show, and it's just gorgeous to watch her on stage. She's so natural up there, and she lifts everybody's mood. She's a very positive person. And it's been fun watching her grow and develop as an artist. Your voices give so much comfort. Oh, thank you very much. I'm so sorry about the concerts being cancelled, and the performers feel that so much as well. We're glad to be home and safe, but it feels so strange, and we just have to take each day as it comes, I guess. A concert would be amazing in Mexico. Yes, it would. We'd love to go to so many places, but you never know. I loved meeting you too, Tracy and Greg. Let me see how many other questions. Oh, Anne-Marie asked me about getting nervous. Well, and I know you perform yourself, Anne-Marie. I'm normally not that nervous once I'm on stage, but in the lead up, that can be the hard time. So you just need to stay very focused and calm. I try not to talk to anybody just for a minute or two before going out on stage. And as long as you're prepared, you normally feel okay once you're out there doing what you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, just try not to get distracted or get too giddy, I think, before going on stage, because sometimes the adrenaline is pumping and you get very excited and you forget to just center yourself and stay calm. And that's the secret, I think. So good luck with your performing. Hello from Germany. Oh, would you be so kind as to pronounce your name? Sure. My name is Meav Ní Bhfuil Chaithe, or you can say Ní Bhfuil Chaithe, depending on different places you come from in Ireland. And somebody else asked about my name, actually. Meav means, it's like the word for mead. It's like the one who intoxicates. So, but Queen Meav was also a warrior queen in Ireland, in the old Táin Bó Cúailnge stories, which are old Irish mythological stories. So my parents loved those too, almost as much as Celtic Woman does. We saw Celtic Woman in Cape Town, South Africa. Yeah, we've had lovely responses from the audiences there. Oh, thank you. Oh, your messages are so lovely. It's a real community here, and we really appreciate that. Thank you. Say something in Irish, please. Okay. Sima tá mé chósásta go bhfuil mé an seo libh go léir a nacht, agus tásúla go gúil se bh buint tanmh as an tacht le chéile, which means I am really happy to be here with you tonight, and I hope you're enjoying our little gathering. Any European tour next year? Well, Patrick, you'll have to wait and see. I hope so. Everything is a little bit up in the air at the moment, but please keep looking on the website and hopefully you will see some dates coming up. Hello from the Netherlands. Please come back. Oh, thank you, Brian. Well, you know, I love doing what I'm doing right now, and with a family it's hard being away on the road so much, but it's nice to do short hops sometimes. Let me see. I love your voice. Thank you very much, Jackie. Thank you. What did you like most in the Netherlands? I loved the Netherlands. I loved that everything was so well planned, so you could be based in one city and then you could travel to other cities. I did some solo concerts there and I loved staying in Amsterdam and then moving around. It's so beautiful and really appreciative audiences who are nuts about their music, which is nice to see. Hi Walter, yes, I really enjoyed working with Yulia. She has the most beautiful voice and she's a lovely person. It's one of the great things about being a performer. You get to meet people from different cultures and learn a bit about their music, and hopefully they're influenced a bit by you, and it gives you a real appreciation of all these different musical styles. Oh, thank you so much. Come to an Asian country. Oh, I have performed in Japan with Celtic Woman, and I've performed in Korea doing solo gigs and had a fantastic time. So I'd love to come again. Will you record any more songs? Well, you never know. At the moment, we really enjoyed putting together the songs for the Celebration CD, which you can get now, and your best question will win a prize, so keep the questions coming. And that meant going back and looking over all the songs that we have done over the last 15 years. So it really made me appreciate how many fantastic songs we've had the pleasure of sharing with you over the years. Do you act? Would love to see you on Derry Girls. I love Derry Girls. Mairead Carlin is a proud Derry girl, and we all just trade stories from the show. It's so refreshing and funny. And I did a bit of acting in college, but I haven't done much since then. But both my children are interested in drama, so they're obviously bitten by the performing bug too. It's so nice to see you too. Well, to see you virtually. Oh. Let me see. Please come to Moscow. Oh, I actually performed in Moscow. When I was a student, I did the soprano part in Carmina Burana, which was very exciting. I'd probably be more worried about doing it now, but when you're young and crazy, you do whatever's put in front of you. We had a fantastic time. I loved the people that we met there, and really amazing musicians. Hello, Maya and Anya. Aww, you watched them to go to sleep. Well, that's lovely. What better thing that you could have to put yourself to sleep than with lullabies? What has been the best experiences you've had with a fan? Oh my goodness. I don't think I could pick one. It's just really nice to meet people and hear how songs have moved them. So I don't think I could pick one particular time, but anybody who maybe was going through a hard time, it's great to hear from them, you know, that the music has helped them. And I'm thinking about nurses today. You know, today is International Nurse Day, and I have a few friends who are nurses, and, you know, people who are caring like that. I love to think that songs can help a little bit, but they're nothing like the work that people like that do. But it's nice to feel that you can heal a little bit. And the power of music to heal is definitely something I believe in. How old are your children? My children are nearly 15 and nearly 11. They both have birthdays coming up soon. Howdy to you too, Richard. Oh Holy Night. Oh yes, I love singing Oh Holy Night, and I still sing it every Christmas in Clarendon Street in a church in town here, which has a beautiful natural acoustic. I love Caledonia. Caledonia is a gorgeous song, isn't it? Really, really is beautiful. Will you perform in Gaelic? Yes, I still love performing in Irish, and It's really an important part of the Celtic Woman legacy. And I'm so happy that PBS supported us with it, because initially they were a little bit nervous of a language that not many people would understand. They thought that maybe the audiences wouldn't respond so well to it because it would be so different for them. But actually, they responded really well, and I'm so happy that there are still Irish language songs in the show. Ah, well done, Lauren. Appreciate your work. Oh, thank you. I love singing O Holy Night too. Thanks, Amit. Can you sing for us Orinoco Flow? I don't think I could sing it by myself. You need all the voices layered up for that to work. But it's great fun to sing live. I remember when we were recording A New Journey, and we thought we'd done a really good performance when we were filming. And then they said, you have to do it again. And I was like, why do we have to do it again? I thought it was really good. But apparently the fountains didn't go off when they were supposed to. So it was supposed to be a big water effect. And we were like, okay, phew, it wasn't that it wasn't a good performance. They want us to do it again. Oh, thank you. Let me see. Somebody asked me, Angie asked me about how did I end up going from law into singing. Angie, it was one of those things, I suppose, when I was singing in college, I couldn't see a path for myself as a singer, you know, a work situation. And my brother had done law ahead of me, so I thought it would be fun to do what he did. He seemed to be having a good time in college. But when I got there, I found I got involved in loads of musical events that were on. It was such a fantastic experience. Chamber choir, singing with the orchestra, musical theatre. I got to be Eliza Doolittle, which was brilliant fun in My Fair Lady. And Ronan Tynan actually was, he played my dad, so we didn't know he'd end up in the music business too at the time. And Damien Rice played Freddie, so there were lots of talented musicians around when I was in college. And David Downs, our first musical director, he was there at the same time too. So there was a lot going on, and it was a hobby that turned into a passion, I guess. That's the best way to describe how I ended up going from law to music. My first concert was in Red Rocks, Christopher. Yes, Red Rocks. What an amazing place to sing. You just feel like you're being wrapped in the arms of the rock. Incredible. And seeing all the faces of the audience. Just a special place. You know, there are so many songs that they're elemental, you know, they feel rooted in the earth. A song like The Voice, for example, that many singers have done on the show. I've had the pleasure of singing it. Lisa Kelly sang it originally, and it's on the Celebration CD, her version, which is so beautiful. And Susan McFadden has sung it, like loads of singers, and they all put their own spin on it. It's the kind of song I associate with Red Rocks, a place where you're kind of connected to the earth, rooted in it. Oh, thanks, Jeff. I have to say, the musicians in Celtic Woman, they're such a nice bunch of people. The band, they're all so talented in their own way, and, you know, in their own genre. I mean, like, they all have so many different strings to their bow, and the personalities of the performers, all the principals, they look after each other. We look after each other, and I think that's why things are still going strong 15 years later. Karsten, yes, hello, and thank you. I remember enjoying singing with Chloe on stage too. Actually, when I was talking about The Last Rose of Summer earlier on Instagram, I was thinking about the fact that Chloe and I used to do that one live on tour, and it was a really special moment in the show. When did you become the vocal director, Jaren? I became the vocal director shortly after the 10th anniversary. So I've been doing it for 5 years now, which is amazing. It doesn't seem like 5 years at all. I remember my first concert. I cried through Isle of Hope, Teresa. Yes. I think Isle of Hope is one of those songs that connects to so many people from so many different countries, you know, because many people came and made new lives for themselves in the US and came through Ellis Island. So it's a very special song. And Brendan Graham, who wrote it, has been a really special person in the life of Celtic Woman. His songs just seem to go to the heart of how things feel. Oh, thank you for doing this, Jennifer. My pleasure. My pleasure. Sorry I didn't get so started earlier on. I was like, help! I'm a technophobe. Somebody help me. Oh, gracias, Jonathan. Thank you, from Panama. Have I read any books? Yes, it's kind of funny, you know, I normally love to read novels, but at the moment I'm a bit distracted. I find shorter things are more fun to read at the moment. So I'm reading The Meav, which are true stories that they're things that happen to people in real life, but they're presented like short stories. And they're amazing. You get a little snapshot of so many different people's lives. So yeah, I've just finished listening to the audiobook of American Dirt, about a woman who's moving from Mexico, trying to get across the border to America, and it's a very moving, very powerful story. So that's the last book I just finished. What is your favourite memory from Celtic Woman? Wow, I mean, there were so many amazing moments in the show. It's hard to pick one. I suppose singing in Radio City was a really special moment. Red Rocks, as I say, is a beautiful place to perform. But sometimes some of the best concerts are the ones in smaller cities where you don't know much about the place before you come, but you just make a connection with the audience. And their reception is just so warm, it blows you away. You love Saoirse Ronan. I think Saoirse is brilliant. Actually, my friend Amy Rowan, who's a casting director, was the first person to cast Saoirse in a show called The Clinic a number of years ago. So she can't take the credit for all Saoirse's success, but she definitely spotted her talent when she was very young. So yes, we are very proud of Saoirse. And she's helping people to pronounce Irish names all over the world, which is always a good thing for those of us with tricky names. Will there be any more songs by Enya? I don't know. I hope so. I think her songs are really beautiful and she paved the way for us in lots of ways. She just opened the door to us. And also Cloneth, her sister Moya Brennan, has the most beautiful voice as well. And growing up, I listened to a lot of her songs. I used to play some of them in a little band in school, a trad band. We had fiddle and harp and harmonies and a bit of piano, and I loved it. So yeah, the family from Guidor have influenced so many musicians. Do you think you have a tricky name? Well, it has lots of letters in it, but I think if you hear it, it's not so hard. If you see it written down, it's hard. But the first bit is easy. Meav. Has being quarantined with your family created grand memories? I suppose you could say so, when we're not killing each other. No, it has been nice. It has been precious to have so much time with my family, and luckily we all get on reasonably well, and we can tell all our troubles to the dog. He's a good listener. What is your favourite food in America that you can't get in Ireland? Well, do you know, you can get most things here now. There's so much influence of America here that some of the good delis have lots of American treats. So we can still get our pecan pies and our other American treats here. But I do love a good old American breakfast. So that's something I enjoy when I'm there. No, luckily, thankfully, all my family is safe. We have not had any people affected by COVID directly, but I do have friends whose older family members have been affected, so we're obviously hoping and praying that they'll be okay. Yeah, these are strange times indeed. I have never been to Egypt, Andrew. It's been lovely chatting, and oh, Anka, I did pronounce my name, but I'll say it again for you. It's Meav Ní Well Caha. What do I miss about performing? Well, I'm still singing, so I miss I miss performing in some of the big venues when we're away in the States, but do you know what? I really enjoy singing in more intimate spaces anyway, so I still have that pleasure back here at home. Yeah, I think it's important to keep singing no matter where you are, and even if your audience is large or small, the effect can be the same, I guess. Have I ever tried poutine? Yes, I have. I did some concerts in Quebec and I had a fantastic time there. I was there a couple of times. Beautiful city. I'd love to go back. Good southern breakfast. Yes. Although you couldn't have it every day. But lovely. Beach or mountains? Ooh, beach. I love the sea. I do love the mountains, but the sea wins every time. Hello, Megan from Liverpool. Solo concerts, maybe. You'll have to keep posted or keep in touch, and that way you'll find out. Greetings from Mexico. Thank you, Hector. Do you get to keep the dresses? The dresses are normally kept very safe in a special place, and Rona, our executive producer, she looks after them and she designs our costumes now, and she really knows how to suit everybody's shape. She's brilliant and has a great eye for personal style herself. So she looks after them. I do have a few here at the moment actually, but normally they're all in the warehouse, kept safe. Who are your musical influences? There are lots of different ones, but my dad definitely set me on the path of loving classical musicians, and then more trad in school, so there was always that mixture there. What is a real castle like? Beautiful, drafty sometimes, nice to visit, but maybe not to live in. Where would you like to live if you ever left Ireland? Ooh, I love living here. I don't know if I could live anywhere else. But I do love to travel and visit other places. But there's no place like home. Dancing with the Stars, yes or no? Ooh, I don't know. I'm not sure I'd be up to the dancing. Darren, our choreographer, helps us, but I think that would be a stretch for me. Well, the concert in the casino in New York during a blizzard. Thanks, Tom. Wow, that was a solo gig that, yes, it was very snowy. I was very impressed that anybody came out that night, but we definitely had fun. Cynthia, hello. Will you sing to us? Oh my goodness. I haven't prepared anything. I'll have to think about that one. What is your favourite place in Ireland to visit? Anywhere by the sea. I love West Cork. We spend our summers there, a bit of our summers, and I love the coast along here in Louth as well. There's so many beautiful places to visit. Have I ever voiced a cartoon character? Yes, I have. I did the soundtrack for a Tinkerbell movie, and so I sang over the final credits, but I also sang a little bit of these little fairies singing. So that was great fun. I was pregnant at the time I recorded it, so I remember thinking I didn't have much breath left, but it was fun to do and really cute to see afterwards. What is your favourite thing about Ireland? I love how connected we are to our history. I love the landscape. I love that strangers will talk to you and you can have quirky conversations with them. I love the language. It's home. What does Dhulamon mean? Dhulamon means seaweed, and the song Dhulamon is about seaweed gatherers. The two of them want to marry the same girl, but also seaweed was used as a fertilizer in Ireland years ago, and still by me, but also by lots of other people. And so yeah, we have a lot of songs in Ireland that are to do with, they're work songs. songs about, beating milk into butter and seaweed gathering and things like that to make the time pass quicker. And the same in Scotland, they have lots of work songs too. And they usually have a strong pulse to keep you busy, keep you going. Lauren, can you sing a bit of You're an Ocean Wave, My Love? You are an ocean wave, my love, crashing through the spray. I am a galley slave, my love. If only you could find out the way to sail me, maybe I'll just flow away. They weren't the right lyrics. Oh well. Sorry, you got me on the hop. Last Rose of Summer. I think maybe not today. But I do love that song. I love the high harmonies at the end. They definitely give you the tingles. Well, guys, it's been amazing chatting to you. Just give me 1 second. Probably have to finish up pretty soon, but I will do my very best to answer your questions. If I haven't answered them yet, I will check in and answer them as we go along later on. The Irish words in Follow Me, they are to do with the depths of the sea. So Duagan the Mara, it's like the dark, the murkiness of the bottom of the sea. And it's about this idea of Manannán Mac Lir, who was this character who he was like the god of the sea. He's like Poseidon in Ireland, or Neptune. And they say that when the sea is choppy, those are his horses. The white spray are his horses going across the water. And that's his mood is angry, and then to keep away from the sea. Merci, thank you, je vous en prie. Your hair turning brown, I love it. Oh my goodness, Amy. We all miss our hairdressers during this time. My daughter, Anna, actually cut my husband's hair, but she's been angling to do mine, but I haven't let her yet. But you never know. A few more months like this, and I might be booking her in for a session. Can you still hit the high notes in Solveig's song? I sure can. My voice really hasn't moved at all. It's still sort of in the same register. Fish and chippers or spaghetti? Ooh, spaghetti, I think. Your angelic singing has changed my life. Oh my goodness, thank you. Follow Me is amazing. Thank you very much, Andrew. I'm glad you like it. Stay safe and stay strong. Oh, thank you, Rose, and the same to you all. I know these are strange times, but we have to just keep washing our hands and doing the social distancing and looking after each other, even though we're far apart. Thanks, Antonio. I love singing for you guys. So many of you have been to the shows. Great to hear. How many languages do you sing? English, Irish, French, German, Latin, bit of Italian, Spanish, but I just learned them. Wouldn't be able to speak them properly, just have a few words here and there. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the US. We have our Mother's Day in March, but we're very happy to celebrate it twice. Hi Katie and Rachel. That's lovely to hear that you're Celtic Woman fans. I hope you sing yourselves, girls. I'm so glad you like Follow Me too. Wine, whiskey or Guinness? Oh, wine. Yes, even though whiskey and Guinness are very Irish, they're not really for me. Have I ever done musical theatre? Yes, I have, but mostly just when I was in college. And it was great fun. On my bucket list to see you in concert. Well, I hope you make it. Can you explain Elisa Lamb's beginning part out of the Dúlamán? A Chailín Nálin. Yeah, a Chailín Nálin means beautiful girl, a traditional Irish song, and it's saying, you're the beautiful girl that I've given my love to, won't you come away with me? So hope that helps. Oh, thank you. Now I'm going to have a quick peek here and see if there are any other songs that are questions I didn't get to. Will there be more Irish songs in the show? I hope so. They're often my favourites. Have there been global influences on Celtic Woman music? Katie asks. Yes, well, I think our music has definitely been influenced by American music. And there are instruments now here that are now considered traditional, like bouzouki, for example, that were never in Ireland in the past, but now are associated with Irish music. So I think music is constantly flowing and changing, but we try to stay true to our roots, but also developing the music in different directions. Lorna Morcha Sunadit. Guramagat. Lovely to have a bit of Irish there. It's been fabulous. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for all your messages and for staying in touch. And I hope you get to see the celebration show on PBS, and the DVD of that will be coming out quite soon, I think. And in the meantime, the songs are on the CD. If you scroll up, I think you'll find the connection to where you can get it from the Celtic Woman site, and relive some of the great moments we've had in the show. And thank you so much. And I'm going to sign off. So, slán. Bye-bye.